YouTube, and this is my review of the film Songs of the Sea. Now, this is made by an Irish company, and their last film you might not have heard of. It's not that big a film, but it's still pretty good. It's called The Secret Kells. The animation in there was great, but it just seemed to be missing something to me. The Songs of the Sea has that. So, with that said, let's get started on the review with the story. The story. So, the story of this movie is actually pretty simple to follow. Pretty much, it's the character Ben, who is my favorite character in this, and his sister gets sent up to live at his grandma's house because his sister kind of wandered into the water, almost drowned one night. So they have to leave everything that they've ever known behind, and Ben's not too happy about that. Sounds thrilling. And then, well, they first start walking through the town while Ben's trying to get home to try and get his dog, which was kind of annoying, I guess. It was kind of a weird plot device, and the dog was okay. And then while they do that, they realize that his sister is a magical being. Which one? I really don't know. They say it's like a Selkie, I don't know, Teen Titans, I guess. That's kind of what it sounds like. But apparently it's some lady or guy, I don't know, who will sing from the shell, and then will make all magical creatures go somewhere and hang out or something, and can also turn to a seal, but they don't sing their song at a time, then they could die. So pretty much that's like a very, very important plot device here, is that she might die. That's what gets you interested, is that she might die. And she's actually very likable. They spend like 20 minutes in the beginning just to try and get you to like this character. And it works. Even though she doesn't say a word up until the very end, then it's very, very suspenseful. You don't know where she's gonna live. Oh yeah, and along the way, they meet Trolls, what I can only assume is Cousin It, that tells stories. He's actually pretty cool, that one. He like has these hairs that can tell stories. It's really cool. So he doesn't never cut his hair, because every single time he does, then he loses one story. So it's really fascinating. And also encountering a witch and the Hounds of Ulster. At least that's what I think they are. But a story like that, does that sound good? Well, it does to me. And it was executed very well. Like, this is what Brave was trying to be. This is what The Secret Kells and Brave were trying to be. It has beautiful animation that has so much weight to it. Like, every single scene will have weight to it. Like, they don't just have a scene that's pointless. No, they have every single scene matter. Except for maybe the one where they're just inside the house. That was kind of pointless. Where they're just listening to music. Oh wait, no, that did have a point. Yeah, okay, yeah, it did. So, every single scene has a point. And that's just what makes it interesting, is that everything had a point. And everything goes together. Every single plot device that's there is interconnected to the story. So, I feel like there's not that much to say about it, except for it's really, really good. I know that's not that much of a base for a review, but it just is. It's such a good movie, and it was so well executed. It was very well executed. So, all in all, my total review on this would be 7 out of 10. It was a very good story with a lot of good heart put into it. And it's kind of like Frozen, actually. Like, in very much ways, it's very similar to Frozen. They have two siblings. One of them that has magical powers, the other one that doesn't, just so happens to wear a cape. What are the freaking odds? But yeah, it's really executed very well. And for just being a story about these two kids, it's just really good. Oh yeah, and also it's in modern time. It's not like in the past, like Secret of Kells was. This one is in modern day, which makes it that much more interesting. Because in the past, you can kind of see how they wouldn't be surprised by magical creatures, but in the present, you're not. You are, because magical creatures. They are in that movie. There are magical creatures in their world. Oh my God, take me into this world. And also, it's very creative where some of these characters will hide out. Like the cousin It one, yeah, he hides out in a sewer, and it's just a beautiful sewer. I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful sewer. And like, there's tons of beauty in this scene. I mean, he's awesome, and he has a freaking sewer to live in. And yet somehow he's still perfectly white. I think that part's just worth question. And then they also have these trolls that, where do they hide out? In the middle of a parking lot. Yeah, they hide out in the middle of a parking lot. That's freaking genius. Have them hide out somewhere like that. Don't have them be on some magical island or anything. Just have them hide out in our world. And it worked. Everything in that story worked. Again, 7 out of 10. Now, to talk about the characters. The characters. Now, for the characters, there are actually a lot. So, I'm not going to go over all of them. I'm just going to go over every single one of them that have points. So, let me get the most useless one out of the way first. The grandma. She has no point. Seriously, I don't see why she has to be so annoying. She just annoyed me. The boat driver. He's useless. He drives them in a boat. That's it. I'm glad that he made such an impact. And then there's also the dad, who, oh my God, this guy is a total tool. I'm just gonna say it now. This guy's a total tool. Why? Oh, okay, get this. Okay, I get it. His wife died, so he should be depressed. But he's not. He's just kind of depressed. The rest of the movie, he'll actually just be hanging out with his daughter. He's not depressed whatsoever. But then here's the thing. He's ignoring his son. And that's so annoying. I'm just like, dude, your son is trying to be a good son. Listen to him. Just listen to him. For one moment. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You have to go to a bar. Oh, okay. So I guess you can't listen to your son because you gotta go to a bar. Okay, have fun with that. I'm sorry, it's just, jeez. I know he's depressed about losing his wife, but Jesus, guy, you have to be such a tool about it. And then that brings me to his wife. I don't want to spoil what happens because it's actually a pretty good reveal, but I'm just gonna try to sum it up. A sum up of it is that she's a jerk. Just like her husband, she is a jerk. I don't know if it's genetic with this family or something, but she's a total jerk. Why? Because, oh, I'm gonna spend time with you forever, son. Oh, never mind, I gotta go. Okay, well, I guess I'll never see you again. And here's the really annoying thing, the ending with her. What happens? She comes back. That's what really got. Why did she freaking leave in the first place? That's never explained. They just say, oh, she left. Well, why? Why did she leave? That's never explained. I mean, come on. That's never explained. Explain! Okay, well, after her, then we got the Trolls, who I really like. I gotta admit, they're likable. They're likable enough. I mean, they're not the best characters, because trust me, they can get annoying at one point. You're just like, oh god, shut up with the song. You were just turned into stone. Shut up. Just talk about a serious matter here, that you've been turned into freaking stone. Don't sing. And they're just like, oh hey, you want to sing? I'm like, who does that? You were just turned to stone. I think that the more appropriate idea would be, oh, I don't know how to get the heck out of stone. And then we have the witch, who, oh my gosh, this is a very sad character. I mean, she spends time with Ben. She's a better father. She could be a better freaking father, because she actually spent time with Ben, and she's actually very upset. She's actually very sad. She almost got me to cry, because, okay, I don't want to mess this up, but pretty much they explain this. So, it's not like a big plot twist. They literally say it. So pretty much it's her son was heartbroken, so he was a giant, so he was running through the sea, crying, and he was starting to fill the sea so much with his tears that he was going to drown. So what his mother decided to do was take all of his emotion out, so then he would never be hurt again. But sadly, he was turned to stone. And ever since then, she's been taking emotion out of creatures because she didn't want them to be hurt. Even taking emotion out of herself. This is just a very sad character. I don't want to spoil what happens with her, but it's just very sad. I mean, you do feel for this character. I mean, she's just a sad story. It's one of those tragic stories, and in the end, we don't really know how it all goes for her. Because, I mean, she sees her son again, but we don't know how it goes. Her son could be pissed off at her. Being like, hey mom, why'd you trap me in this? Why the heck did you trap me in stone? I mean, he could be like that. Could start beating her up or something, or he'll discover and smile like he did. But who knows? He might have been tricking her and being like, okay, I'm gonna beat her up now. And oh my god, I'm getting very far in this. Okay. So then there are also this Cousin Nick character that I already brought up in the story one. Now this guy, I call him Cousin Nick because he's freaking Cousin Nick. He's the picture on my story. He's my story, the story picture. And that guy is Cousin Nick, except with longer hair and older. But he is just hilarious. I mean, this guy, he has like short-term memory like Dory. But the ironic thing is, he's actually a creature that can remember anything. That's hilarious. I mean, he can remember anything, and yet he forgets his own name sometimes. It's hilarious. Because every single hair that he has is a story. So he'll never cut it because he wants to keep those stories. But with all those stories in his head, he seems to forget other things. That's very clever. That should be done more often. Brave should have tried that. Like with the Will-O'-the-Wisp. Why not have them lead her somewhere that was pointless? Be like, hey, go over there. Oh, okay. Well, that was pointless. Hey, why the heck did you take me over here? Like, do that. That would have been hilarious. And I think I'm gonna have to make this a part 2. So, yeah. Part 2, I guess.